once again, we are taking things international as we welcome the first of our fighters to the ring. He comes to us this evening by way of Munich, Germany, and is the Waco Pro German national champion. Please put your hands together and welcome Vicktar Hoffman.
Yes, Vicktar Hoffman coming in. He's the German champion, but just recently, as befits his status, Fran's only been fighting internationals. This will be just another day in the office.
Ladies and gentlemen, from
you would
Munich,
imagine
Germany,
so.
welcome the
This is an
Waco
unknown
Pro
quantity in the German fight today.
national
He
champion,
comes from a very strong
Vicktar
camp,
Hoffman.
and he's a German champion, so let's see what he's got.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent is now about to make his way to the ring, and those of you who were here for Pain and Glory #1 will have seen this guy fight a tremendous fight that evening. Are we going to see a repeat performance from the local man fighting out of Wolverhampton, England? He is the reigning and defending ISKA champion of the world, Fran Zuccala. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the ring the ISKA champion of the world, Fran Zuccala.
So here we go.
This bout will be contested over 5 2-minute rounds.
As Neil Pickup just said there, 5 2-minute rounds of kickboxing. Fran Zuccala versus Vicktar Hoffman. And as Fran said, he knows this is a sprint and he's going to go out fast. And to me, as I said, he's the consummate professional. When you want to show people what kickboxing is all about, you only have to look at this man. And as we saw in Pain and Glory 1 when he took on the American, did a demolition job in the nicest possible way. He took his man apart.
Yeah, he just had far too much for his opponent that night. Very, very powerful guy. You know, short, stocky, center of gravity is low.
And in this art, what they love to see is kickers, and Fran can give you any kick out of the book.
I think that shocks his opponents an awful lot of the time because he is so short and the kicks go up effortlessly.
Yes, but our German challenger, Vicktar Hoffman, as you said, the German champion, not to be taken lightly. Good condition, big-looking chap. Let's see how this one pans out. Our 8th bout of the night on an incredible card. Nice side push kick there, straight away from Fran. He's so light on his toes, he's a joy to watch.
This will be a feeling out round for Fran.
And as you said, because he's stocky, it's not often we don't see him give away a bit of height, really, is it?
He's used to it though. It doesn't present a problem for Fran anymore.
Getting, as he said, getting in quickly there, working the body. Vicktar tucked up quickly though.
Fran standing just outside of kicking range.
Yes, I've noticed already, Neil, very upright boxer, Vicktar. Yes, Fran looking to get in close and work his man.
Fran's a very intelligent fighter as well. He solves problems. You know, in this first round, he'll be working a game plan to impose for the rest of the fight.
Yes, you'll have a good look at Hoffman. And I said, technically he looks pretty good. He's in very good condition, looks strong. There you go, as you said, that kick comes up effortlessly. And the crowd, you can hear them respond immediately.
It's very deceiving. Some of Fran's kicks look very flicky, but very, very powerful, very deceiving.
Yes, but the one thing I will say for Vicktar is when he darts out that left, he lets that right drop dangerously, which I think will be exploited later. So the end of round 1. As you said, a sounding out round really, Neil. So with that first round down, as John Blackledge brings him out for the second, your thoughts, Neil, having looked at the German as well?
Well, the German fighter, he looks a very traditional stand-up European type fighter. Pretty much know what you're going to get. He's putting his legs up in the air, but they are outside of range. He needs to find a way. If he's going to give Fran any trouble, he needs to find a way to set up that kick from the floor to for the air. He's just not going to land it.
Yes, and as I said, I'm still worried for him because he does drop that right hand on a regular basis, and Fran will sort that out very quickly.
Another point is Fran is a very difficult opponent to fight simply because it's very difficult to put him off balance. His centre of gravity is low. He's always got good bait.
Yeah, and also he's very hard to nail cleanly. And if you do once, it's very hard to build up any steam against him, isn't it? Nice combos there from Fran, working the body first. But to be fair, Vicktar tucked up nicely. Needed to.
Fran notorious for his left hook to the body.
Yes, I think we saw him stop an Italian opponent in Wolverhampton, didn't we, in his last fight?
He had Dale Wood down with a body shot also.
Excellent overhand over the top, just so close to being the nailer. But he's taken that step in this round, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's closed down the distance. I expect him to get closer and closer each round, to be honest. I can see him getting to this German kid.
That's right, cutting the ring down. And again, not chasing, the old pro, the experience, cutting those corners so he's got nowhere to move.
Fran not kicking so much in this round, finding more success with the hands.
I think as well he's looking for that left hook. I wouldn't be surprised if he brings it up this time, because I tell you, with that right hand low, that face is exposed to a Zuccala left hook. Awkward though, the German, if you can say anything about him.
Yeah, I think if the German's going to have any success, it's got to be at range. Fran, I think, recognises this and he's closing down that range. I mean, you couldn't make an argument to give the German that second round.
That gap even more and start to work those combinations even more.
Opening it around with a spin kick there.
Thinking about it, Neil, in the first two rounds, there's been very little offensively from Vicktar at all, really. As I said, he's flicked that kick out and he's flicked the front kick out. And he flicks the jab out like that when it's out of range, really.
Yeah, it's all in survival mode, Malcolm. He's not really making an attempt to land on Fran, just to put Fran off balance so that Fran isn't landing on him.
First good kick that's actually landed there to the midsection of Fran from Vicktar, and he needs to do more of that, really, if we're going to remain unbiased and say how he can get back in. He needs to close that distance a bit, because he just hasn't made any use of his taller frame at all.
Again, even when Fran threatens a forward movement, Vicktar gives up the ground.
Yes. He does need to have more conviction, really, if he's having to say, I think, he was lucky he slipped. He just got caught with that one. And as we thought, Fran really closing the gap and keeping the pressure.
An attempted sweep by Vicktar then.
There's no sting in those jabs. As you said, I think the bottom line is, Neil, you're dead right. He's in defensive mode. He's in survival mode. He must have heard of Fran's reputation.
Everything that Vicktar is throwing, it seems more of an annoyance than a threat to Fran.
Yes, and that sweep went right up the calf there. No sweep at all. And once again, he finds himself in that corner. There's that left hook I told you about. And still his hands are low.
Fran's a very, very good 3D fighter. He's got more than one dimension. He can fight going forward, he can fight going back.
There's the roundhouse to the midsection. Stays there, closes the ground.
Another clear round for Zuccala.
With the high quality that we've had tonight, this to me is possibly the first fight that's not held my interest so much because of the way the German is in that survival mode.
It's very one-sided.
And again, I think Fran, as we said, it's a 5-rounder, and he's better suited to bigger rounds. But,
seconds out, and I am now speechless. 32. Sylvie is missed seconds out.
So we're coming into the fourth round, and really, I just like to see Fran now keep him cornered and really working for the full 2 minutes now.
I think as he doesn't feel threatened, he's gonna turn it into a showcase now.
Yes, there has been no threat from Vicktar Hoffman, although he is the German champion.
For the first time in the fight, though, we see Fran giving up the ground.
Maybe to lure him on, Neil, maybe to bring him onto something. Fran slipping nicely there to get in range. There's the body shots, 3 in a row landed there. You'd just like to see Vicktar open up in reply to give those openings.
He's a bit of a spoiler.
Which makes for an untidy fight, so we can't blame Fran for this. As we said, he's a very difficult, awkward opponent. And I think he got through with the first clean shot of the fight for him there on Fran. Oh, excellent right hand. Suddenly the right hand came over the top.
Set up with the left leg.
That got the crowd going, and it couldn't have come. We needed that timing, and Fran brought it out. Looking to his corner there.
He doesn't look confident at all now.
Oh,
and the time's in. He signaled to the corner, Malcolm, as soon as the punch landed over the top.
And the crowd loved that. Fran exploded into life when he needed to. Vicktar slumps to his haunches, you're right, he took the punch. I think he's seeing how quickly he could clear, realises that Fran was going to be all over him like the proverbial rash, and it was in there, it was over.
As you say, Malcolm, it was of no fault of Fran's earlier on that he wasn't getting the success. The German was spoiling it, and when there was a little bit more gap, he had more success.
Yes, he came over clean to the side of the head by the temple there. Yes, mainly a frustrating night for Fran, but a really good finish when it came. And it came at a time when the fight needed it.
Most definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for our fighters in the ring. We have a winner at 1 minute 35